It's September. It's a little bit I think it's the 21st. Anyways, I'm out here in the backyard. It's starting to get a little bit cool today. I'm beginning to think fall is arriving in Wisconsin. They're talking possible frost or freeze warnings just a bit north of us for tonight. So anyways, I want to try doing a couple recipes that I've seen on another YouTube channel, and I'm going to try seeing how close I can come to them, although I know I don't exactly have all the ingredients. Both of these recipes are from Rockin at Cooking Mexican. So I'm going to put a link to her YouTube channel in the description below here, so you can get the exact recipes from her rather than trying to figure out exactly what I did, because I'll probably screw it up. The other thing is, she cooked one of these recipes inside on the stove. I'm going to try doing both of them outside on the grill. So the first recipe we're going to try is a cilantro and lime rice, but I'm going to try cooking it in a small Dutch oven on charcoal. So let's get started. First we'll start to warm up our pot. So first thing to go in is supposed to be about a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm using a half a shot glass. We'll spin it around once. Next thing to go in is a couple of cloves of minced garlic. Oh, I can hear that. She wanted to use basmati rice. I don't have basmati rice. I have plain old garden variety brown rice, long grain brown rice. And we're only gonna, I kind of feel like I'm doing rice-a-roni here. This is only going to go for a minute or so, like this. Now she also put in a shallot. Again, I don't have one of those handy today, and I didn't think to pick it up at the grocery, so she wants about 1.5 cups of chicken stock, and just a little bit over that out in the freezer. And quite honestly, I can't remember if we froze chicken stock or turkey stock, but it's one of those. And then we're putting in a couple of tablespoons of lime juice. Next thing to do is to bring this to a boil. And we'll cover and reduce the heat. The way I'm going to reduce the heat is I'm going to move it over to my brazier and just put about 6 or 7 coals under it. So what I'm going to do, I've got 7 coals there. And it's boiling nicely. I think you might even be able to see that. So we'll put the lid on and let it go for about 15 minutes. I know. Exciting stuff, isn't it? Let's back this off a little bit. Then Now that that's going, and it's got its bit, I'm going to start on the second of Robin's dishes, which is a Margarita Shrimp. I got to go inside and get the ingredients. I'll be back out in just a few minutes. See how the rice is doing. It's simmering, but it's still too liquidy and not nearly cooked enough. So, a couple things to note. It takes a little bit longer outside in the Dutch oven, and I probably put in a little bit too much liquid, but oh well, I've screwed up dinner so badly already, what's the rice gonna matter? Well, you know, I've screwed up dinner so far that I don't know if any of this is gonna work. So we're gonna do one more experiment here. You won't see this for just a minute, but you will in just a sec. Look down here. That's red Hawaiian sea salt. And that's tequila. And since I don't have the triple sec, I'm going to try the Blue Curacao. What the heck. We won't put in much of it. But we do need a lime. And I should probably have some ice, but it's cool outside, so we're going to skip that too. And we'll try this and see if this works. Actually, that's pretty tasty. Maybe the dinner's not going to be a total loss. One more sip. I think there's a chance for this meal yet. Well, the rice is just about done. I'm not going to show it to you right this minute, but trust me, it's just about perfect. A little bit too watery, but we can live with that. It's time to skewer the shrimps. Now the first set of shrimps I'm going to skewer on a rosemary stalk, because while I've been out here doing this, oh, by the way, I wiped down the grate of the grill to get a little bit of oil on it, and I used the paper towel because, again, like I said, while I've been doing this, the lovely and gracious Judy, my purchaser of the wrong liqueur, has been attempting a new bread recipe. We're trying a bacon and cheese and rosemary bread. So I don't think rosemary stalk is going to work real well, but I've got two of them on there. You see that? We'll set them down. I've got some bamboo skewers. The way I do it is I put them in a empty Gatorade jar. It's just about the right length. So here, let's give you a look at what I'm doing here. We'll move the Gatorade jar out of the way. Let's see if we can get 4 on a skewer. Don't these look terrible? We'll go for 3. And I'm just setting them down for the moment on some aluminum foil. You get the idea here. I'm not going to show you all of these. Okay, my marinade is now boiling. What I'm going to do is just move that off to the side of the heat. And now let's put our shrimps on. This may be a little too wide. don't have quite enough room for all of them. I'll put the other two on in a minute. Again, the color on those shrimp is terrible. I'm going to back them up just a little bit. If I keep the ends of these skewers over the aluminum foil, they're not as likely to burn. Okay, so here's our rice is done. Just to make it look a little bit nice, I'm going to put in a little bit of fresh parsley that I just picked like 30 seconds ago from the garden. And we've got a little bit more lime zest. A little bit of cilantro. We'll give that a quick stir. And that's my version of Rockin' Robin's lime and cilantro rice, which I'm going to cover back up just for a minute and take inside after I get this. Here we go. Time for a quick taste to see what I think of the rice. Hot stuff. That's good. I didn't think I'd be able to taste that lime that much from the small amount of lime compared to the chicken stock, but it is really good, and it's not too much, but you can definitely taste it. That is very good. So kudos to Rockin' Robin at the Mexican Cooking Mexican. I've forgotten exactly what the name of her channel is. I'll send a link to it, as I said. But that's very good. Let's see how the shrimps are doing. Their tails are starting to turn. It's going to be hard to tell about the color of these guys because they were blue. But they're starting to turn, well, their tails are turning pink. So this is a new recipe called Blue Shrimps. Blue Margarita Shrimps. They look atrocious. It doesn't look as pink as you'd normally think because of that crazy Blue Curacao, but the flavor is pretty decent. But shrimp on the barbecue done over charcoals like this, to me, it always tastes good. I mean, I suppose you could burn it to charcoal itself, but if you don't do that, it turns out really good. So this is my thank you video to Rockin' Robin, the Mexican cook, for her recipes today of Margarita shrimp and lime cilantro rice. I very much am impressed by both of the recipes and want to thank her for suggesting this, and it's turned out really good. Thanks, Robin. Appreciate it. And for anybody who likes this recipe, go check out Robin's page, but please subscribe to my page too. Thanks. Bye-bye.